Good night of Shabbos, and Freilichen Shushan Pirim. Shushan Pirim. What are we talking about at Shushan Pirim? So first of all, it's this week is Parshas Tzav. It's Vayikra with a small aleph. Eibishter called Das, called Moshe, called us from everything that's happening out there, from all the movements and the Welten, Ad Ein Sof, Ad Ein Kates. He called, he communicated with us, to us. The small aleph, all you need is one little connection. And then he said Tzav. Tzav is a lashon of Tzav V'chiber. Even if you hear these words for the first time, and you don't understand the significance, you're not feeling it yet, just go with it. Tzav V'chiber means that he gave a command and he connected. It's not that I'm asking you to do that. We're talking here about the Eibishter, we're talking about a consciousness here that it's Devar Avai. When he thinks, it already happens. So when he has, when it has a thought, so to speak, it has a machshava, the way we understand machshava, but it relates as much as we can relate to machshava. When he has a thought, it actually happens. And then he spoke to the consciousness, which means that it was his chabers. There is no other way. The connection happened this way. The wires have been connected, melted together, and it's one. Tzaf V'chiber becomes one. The mashal I heard recently was milk can be separated from coffee once if you send it to a lab. But a yid cannot be separated from Tzaf V'chiber, from this Vayikra. We can't. We're one with it. It's Yisrael, our consciousness, Eraisa, which is Torah, and Kitchebriche, which is the Midas from Atzilus. So the Eibusha says Tzav V'Sa'ar V'Zbon of Lema Zois Torah So'ela Hi O'ela Mugda Almas Bech Kol Alelo Ada Boike Ve'esha Mazbayach Ticket Boy, that there should be a fire. He commanded a fire. There's always going to be a fire that's going to be driving. There's always going to be aspiration, inspiration. You're never going to be satisfied. You're never going to be satisfied. You're going to be pushed, you're going to be pulled. You're not going to have menucha until you find your peace, which is your Beis HaMikdash, your Yerushalayim. Because this is how it is by design now. It's as if you're tied into a harness, a belt, you're connected, and then you were shot in, arrow slingshot into the depth of the ocean to go, but you're tied in to go get something, and now it's pulling and you're pushing and you're pulling and pushing, but no matter where or what, you are being pulled into your home. So that is the good news, the amazing news. Now, Shushan Purim, what is Shushan Purim? So we have the first day of Purim is Beis Galus, it's out there, it's in the open, it's Begili, it's for every part of us that was Yichra and Ishtachve to Avodah Zarah, Lahavdil, but there's different levels of Avodah Zarah, which I'm worshiping the outcome, I'm worshiping my fear, I'm giving into I need more and I can't survive without, what's going to be, jealousy, all that is bowing down to Avodah Zarah. Different levels of it. Now again, when nobody's being judged over here, that's just the condition that we were born into. But also keep in mind that the string, we're tied in, so we're being pulled. We're just here to touch, open it up as hapcha and iskafi and hapcha. Being mindful, iskafi, I'm holding back to react on my action. And then as hapcha in my mind, I'm flipping it from merira, from bitterness, to miska, to sweetness. From choshech, from darkness, from laila to oir, to eish. Right? From choshech to oir, from laila to eish. Ada boiker, until it gets clear in your head. This is going to be the spiel. Now, Purim, we're acting out in the physical, whatever is Beis Galus. That's why we bring Mishloach Manas, Matanas Levyon, and we're talking to our Evyon, to our Midas, Megillah. We're opening up and we're reading the letters. We're bringing this light into the letters of what's Tzchugish built. It's mamish like out of a movie, if you think about it. Mordechai is listening into Bixim Veseresh, which they said that it was he saw with the Zeruch HaKodesh, and then they caught him that way. Then you have Esther, Amalka, and all that, and it's playing out like a movie, but we're opening up so we understand that there's such a script. We understand that there is such a script that we can change the outcome. There is such a day. We had to trigger such a powerful squeeze in order to trigger the Sharvat Azov, that we can connect to our Keser to overcome Amalek. So we had to bring, with Chachma, there was a Pirim Spiel. There was a Pirim Spiel with Chachma, so I can activate my Das, which without this day, we would never have this conversation. We would be oblivious to this, that such a consciousness exists. Now we're talking here about a consciousness that's Ein Sof, it's endless. However, he gave us specific days and specific dial-ins to trigger exactly what he had in mind. Tachlis HaKavanah, Shabbos, Purim, Pesach, Shvias, Sukkot, all that stuff, Hanukkah, all different levels of consciousness, which he said, this is it. This is the ones that I want you to tap into. Shushan Purim is only the people that were in the Chayma, that were surrounded in a Chayma, which they had a fence around the cities. Those were the cities that were holding Purim at that day, on the 15 day, which is today, which is Yerushalayim is celebrating. They have the Megillah today. So the Vart is that what are we dealing with? What are we dealing here? So we understand that everything that plays out in the open, in the physical, also is just a trigger. So I know what's going on in the world of higher conscience, where the physical is played out differently. It's more pnimius. So yesterday we were dealing with our Amalek, which was in our face, which is triggering you, putting in the doubt and bringing you down, questioning everything, or it's plain and simple and not feeling, not being connected. Shushan Purim is a time that we're going inward. Here we are dealing already with our Amalek that's in our Machshava. It's in our higher conscience. Today is a day that we don't bring anything, we don't need anything, we sit with ourselves and we just feel, let whatever we worked for and on the last month and a half, let it start emanating. It's like when you turn off the fire, the coals are still hot and it's just emanating. And it's this type of energy, it's this type of air that there's no fires, there's no Viltkeit, it's proper integration. It's proper letting it seep through, letting it go from inside out. It should be burning from inside. Take in what you experience, take in what you've been through. And today is a day that we can clean our machshava. Remember, the Baal Shem Tov reveals to us that whatever is going on in the mind of the person, wherever you are in your mind, that's where you're at really. So, in your mind, as the Rebbe says many times in the Sichos, in the Mamarim, that in the mind it exists. The Beis Hamikdash was never charav. In the mind it's still there. Haraya, we are doing mitzvahs, a lot of mitzvahs that we can't act out physically, but we're doing it emotionally and in moichen. For instance, all the karbanas it's holding space for different ways of climbing the ladder. The keves, the tzoyin, the shoyer, the bakar, the ben shana, all different things which is holding us in a place so we can climb out from this. So today is a day that we're clearing out our minds, our machshava. We can battle Amalek and clear out from the mind. Now also, it's not Purim Meshulish, which means that it would be Friday, it would be Thursday, Friday, Shabbos, but now it was Wednesday night, Thursday and Friday. So, but really we're going into Shabbos, and we know that 3 is a magic number for us. You have everything works in 3. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, you have all the spheres where it's Chabad, Chachma, Bin Adas, Chagas, Chesed, Gevurah, Teferes, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. So everything works in 3. So apparently it takes 3 to click. It takes 3 to click, which is also goes Moicha, Liba, Kavda. It's the brain. First I'm receiving the information in the brain. From there, I'm taking it into the lev, to the heart, and from there into the kavda, the liver, where I'm actually acting it out in Welt, in the physical. So we're going into, we had Thursday, we're having Friday now, Shushan Purim, and then we're going into Shabbos. Shabbos Kodesh is, we know that Shabbos emanates, it's an emanation, it's a fire, that it's a clear light, very intense. Shabbos Imelizik Refuah Karev Elava, it's full of love, it's full of einig, pleasure. So going in after such a intense month and a half and such an intense 3 days, 2 days, stepping into the Shabbos Tehillas to take in everything that we've experienced and everything we learned. There's one more nakuda also here. In the process of giving birth to ourselves, you know what? Let me start another thing so it's not too long.